Outside the Block Identity, Blockchain and Fintech Conference happening in Dubai right now, hosted by Willips in strategic partnership with Omanee, Finance and Investment, and TECHx being the official media partner. We are here at the event, and I have with me Mr. David Lang, who is COO of Omanee. So let's speak to him and get to know more about the event and blockchain space, what is happening in the space. So let's have a conversation with Mr. David. Hi, Mr. David.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here with me today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a very interesting time in Dubai.
Yeah.
And I think what's really critical about blockchain, everybody hears about it, knows about it, but not really know what the benefits of blockchain for the average family.
Yes,
right?
Actually, that is the pain point. People don't know. Everyone is hearing about it. People are making billions, millions from it, but most of the people don't know how to do it, how to get into it. So please tell our viewers about it.
That's exactly what it is. First of all, people think that it's not me, it's not possible for me. You know, I'm an average income person. The parents will have children.
That's true.
And they don't barely have enough to eat every month. They don't have money to invest. But I'm here to tell you it is possible. For example, in 2021, if you have $1,000, you invested in Axie Infinity, 12 months later, you would have $365,000 as a revenue.
That's huge.
That's possible,
yeah.
Right? For all of us, that's possible. So that's what blockchain does. The most critical thing about blockchain is, I think about this, right? 10,000 years ago, the apes, man, what did they do? They sit on a rock and they say, how do I bring more food for my family, for my home herd?
True.
So what they do is they follow the birds. They watch the birds fly every year and they follow it.
Mm-hmm.
So one leader said, I'm going to follow the birds to see where it takes me. Well, guess it took them a bigger fruit, bigger places, and they finally say, this is where I need to go to find food. So blockchain is like that. What it does is it gives an average family to see the birds and see where the investment is, where the money to be made. I don't have to be a millionaire. I don't have to be a billionaire. But with little money, I can make enough or more than I would make. That's what blockchain does. It's the it's a blueprint of birds, and you watch. And the fact that you know it, now you're comfortable, you trust it to invest. That's what blockchain does for everybody. And that's what we want to do here at Wealth Up, is to make it available for all the people, not the millionaire or the billionaire, for all families. That's what's unique about it.
So I think another question which is there in everyone's mind, what is the minimum investment? From how much investment a common person can start in it?
That's a great question, right? It all depends on each individual family.
Mm-hmm.
Some may have $500, some may have $1,000, maybe 100. People think, oh, $100 didn't do anything. That's not true. If you invested 100 last year, you would have $165,000. So don't think the fact that you have to invest a lot to make a lot. It's all about the opportunity. And that's exactly what it is. If you know it, you're gonna do it. And that's important things. And again, it's about human nature, right? We work really hard to save money for our children, the food. We don't want to give it away, but that trust. Once you have that trust and you know how, it's an easy decision, right?
That's great. Another question, like people are still scared to invest in it. Then what if they invest and they bear the loss? So what kind of risks are involved?
No, that's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
So risk is, to me, is about agreements, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just say like you have an iPhone, right? I want to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask you, say, hey, can you send the iPhone and I send you money? You can say no, right? But the fact I say, can we meet somewhere? I can examine the phone. You can examine my money.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're like, yeah, this is real money. This is real phone. We exchange. So risk is about learning about the condition that we agreed on. So blockchain, one of the most critical things about blockchain is called smart contracts. Smart contract is an agreement that you and I write down. These are the terms that I want. And when the terms are met, it gets executed. So like me and you, to sell the iPhone, to be the buyer, you and I have to agree on the terms. The amount of money, where to meet, where you're comfortable, my money is valid, the phone is good. Those are the risks. So risk always exists, but then it doesn't exist when you know it and the terms are met. That's the beauty of blockchain, is an agreement that you and I are comfortable with, then there's no risk.
That's interesting. Thank you so much for this valuable information. We had an interesting conversation with Mr. David Lang, COO of Omanee. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. These are great questions, and I hope that for all the viewers, most critical thing is that with technology, there's risk, but then there is security. So we're talking about security. What's beautiful about her organization is to ensure those risks and securities in place so that we all make comfortable decisions. So once again, thank you so much for our opportunity to share.
Thank you too. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.